Welcome to Networking RX, a podcast devoted to helping business professionals like you enhance your networking skills in order to become more proficient giving and receiving quality business referrals and improving the overall quality of your life and the lives of those around you. The Networking RX podcast is a production of AmSpirit Business Connections, an organization whose mission is to empower business success through networking.
I remember when I was a kid, when I was younger, it had to be before sixth grade, because I remember the school I was at. They built a new school, and we went there when we were in sixth grade, and so it was part of the old school. It was K through 12. But at any rate, I remember I was invited to a friend's birthday party. Dino Lucchese. Grew up with Dino. Obviously, we graduated together. Great golfer, great hockey player, great person. Anyhow, got invited to his birthday, and if I'm not mistaken, I just have a brain. I just remember these sorts of things. My brain does. His birthday is May 31st. If I'm wrong, I'm sure somebody will let me know. But May 31st, got invited to his birthday party. It was during the middle of the week. We were supposed to go there after school. And I remember, getting up and telling my parents, well, yeah, I'm going to Dino's party. Now, I lived on the outskirts of town, like 5 miles from town, and I was young enough that I wasn't hitchhiking at that point. I hitchhiked. It's a small town, college town. There was a lot of hitchhiking. It was in the 70s. Not a big deal. But I would need a ride because I was too young to hitchhike, and really where Dino lived, he was off the beaten path. So I told my parents I need a ride, going to Dino's party, and they're like, we didn't realize he had a party. Oh, yeah, well, he does, do you have a gift I can give him? And my mom's like, no, we didn't even know he had a party. So I'm going to school. I don't have a gift for Dino. And I just remember that eating at me all day. Like, oh my God, I don't have a gift for Dino. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? It's like, do I fess up to him? And I think at one point at recess, we were out playing around. It was his birthday. And she's like, oh, I forgot your gift, which was a bold-faced lie because they didn't have a gift. It's kind of one of those social things as a kid, probably a kid, adult, whatever. But I'm supposed to go to his party, and I'm going to go to his party, and I go to his party, and I remember going to his mom and saying, I forgot his gift. And his mom was like, I'm thinking, oh my God, I've got it. You were banished to the no cake table. You're a little kid with no gift. You go to the no cake table. And she was like, oh, it's no big deal, Frank. His mom was really nice, just a super family. And my sister hung out with his sister. His sister's Kathy. My sister's Carolyn. They were somewhat inseparable. It was still to this day, they do a lot of things together. Neither here nor there. But the mom is like, no big deal, no big deal. And just let it go. And if you're a parent and you have kids, and I have 3 kids, 3 wonderful kids, 3 great kids, it's okay if you don't bring a gift. We don't need more crap at our house. And that's probably what she thought. Thank you for not bringing a gift, Frank. It's one less thing I need to worry about, right? Have an extra piece of cake. But in my mind, I'm thinking, oh my God, I didn't bring a gift. And this is horrible. And you know what? I never had a gift. I never gave a gift. And this was before 6th grade, 5th, 4th grade. And Dino and I, we grew up, we played hockey together, hung out, and it never came up again. It was totally overblown. I bring this up because I ran across a study. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Just thinking about that. Came across a study that people who give gifts, people who do things for other people, certainly on schedules for birthdays or weddings or things like that, we tend to overblow, we tend to overreact or tend to feel overly guilty when we're late with those gifts. A birthday card, whatever it is, a gift, anniversary, whatever. I'm sure spouses are not happy when they get gifts late. But at any rate, outside of the bonds of marriage, people feel bad, but what the studies show is that the recipients really don't care. They really don't care that something's late. And the fact that the fact that it's late is, yeah, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Thank you. You thought of me. There's a saying there. It's better late than never, right? Better late than never. And being late with a gift is certainly always better than not giving a gift at all. And what ends up happening is that, and they did this across several studies. I think it was 6 different studies. And not surprisingly, most people, 65% of people, thought gifts should arrive on time. Boom. That's end of story. Should be there on time. You do not go to Dino's party without a gift, Frank. You do not. That's just socially unacceptable. But I did. And that by providing a late gift, I guess I'm under the category of just never. It's never. Dino, I owe you, man. If you're listening, I owe you. But that, givers fear that late gift somehow signals that you care less about the recipient. And the receivers don't see it that way. Again, maybe Dino's just a good guy. Sure, he still is. I think he's a golf professional near Chicago. I know he's in the Chicago area, but at any rate, never brought it up again. Maybe it ate at me for a whole day. I didn't lose sleep over it, but I just know it was eating at me, as it eats at people for being late with other gifts, whatever it is. And I think it's, I don't keep track of these things. I'm just kind of guessing, for marriages, for weddings, you have a year to give a gift. Probably because a lot of marriages don't last a year. You kind of playing your odds. If they make it a year, they're going to get a gift. If they don't, I'm not going to give them a gift. I'm out nothing. I know that's kind of that's probably not appropriate. But anyhow, I say a lot of inappropriate things. The point I'm trying to make in all of this is when we're doing things for other people, don't put so much pressure on yourself. The fact that you're doing something for somebody is special in and of itself. And so it's maybe a little late. Maybe it's not wrapped nicely. Maybe you spelled their name wrong. Just a lot of little things. You know what? The recipient tends to overlook those things. I'm just happy that you took the time to do something. So as you look through that birthday list of yours or anniversary list or, whatever, somebody gets a promotion, doing something nice for somebody getting a promotion. You know what? If you're going to do something, great. But if you happen to be late, don't beat yourself up. Don't worry so much about it as I did. I spent a whole day. And again, I think it's May 31st. I'm almost willing to bet on it. But neither here nor there. Don't waste energy worrying about how it's going to look being late. Just do something. Better late than never. Again, Dino, I owe you.
Thanks for joining us on the Networking RX podcast. Please put what you've learned into action today and let us know if you have questions, comments, or ideas for future topics. You can email them to us at podcast@amspirit.com. That's AmSpirit.com. Finally, so you never miss an episode, be sure to subscribe to the Networking RX podcast through iTunes, Overcast, or however you receive your podcasts. Now get out and network with someone.
The Networking RX podcast is the copyright production of AmSpirit Business Connection. All rights reserved.